Kittl has been launching new features left, right, and center, and they have been game changer, and this is no exception. Kittl slowly started rolling out new vector editing tools, but this brand new change has added so much to that suite of tools that lets you fully customize so many different elements. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can truly use that new vector tool for your designs. If you've been playing in Kittl, you might have already noticed their shape tool at the bottom here, where now you can easily draw a rectangle, ellipse, a polygon. So if you hit R, you're able to drag this outwards, and you'll see these little radiuses in the corner where you can drag these in to make them more circle. You can drag them out to make them a little bit more sharper corners. And then let's say I want to add to this design and I want to make it 2 levels here. I'm going to draw another shape on top of here, make it act the same. And now I've got this weird shape here, and there's different things that I can do with different shapes now. All you have to do is select 2 different shapes, and what you can use is the shape builder here. So we have union, where if you hit them, now these 2 shapes are merged and they create their own very brand new shape altogether. Or if we go back and we select these again, we have things like subtract, which minuses the top layer from the bottom layer. We have things like intersect here, which only keeps the parts that are both overlapping each other. And then finally, we have exclude intersection, which minuses the parts that are overlapping. So you can get pretty creative here with building different shapes. And again, this creates a brand new shape that you can edit. If you double click on it, now you're going to see all of these little points here, which you can also go in, and now you're able to edit them even after the fact at any point just by double clicking on any shape. You can get wonky with this, you can keep playing with it, changing different shapes. Again, just getting super creative with different shapes that you want to build. But let me actually share how I would probably use this the most, especially in the case of print on demand. What I do quite a bit is I do cutouts. So I will minus something from the top, especially text. So say here, I want to create an image like this, and now I want to draw some text that says EST 2024. Say, for example, this is a custom design where someone's able to put a certain date in here. We can do this. Or even if I don't like this image or here, I'm just gonna make this a little bit smaller to fit this better. But now what I can do is highlight both of these. And before you weren't able to do this, but now text is recognized as an object as well. So I can do the subtract. And while it looks the same, now what's gonna happen is if I change the background color, you're gonna see that the color comes through because it's no longer white text on top of a black background, but it was cut out from the image below. We also have this brand new pen tool, which we can use to draw brand new shapes. So perhaps we can't make a shape with the different shape options we have in here. We want to create our brand new own little shape. So say I want to add a cool underline here, for example. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this pen tool down here, or you can hit P on your keyboard, and then you can start drawing out the shape that you would like. So what you can do is grab 2 points, and then just by dragging out your cursor, you're able to draw a line here. If you've ever played with Illustrator before, this works the same way that their pen tool works. And then once you've created your line here, you can click it again. And then if you want to say, make this a little bit of a different style, I'm going to drag this down here and make this a thick line instead. Sometimes it does that, and just click the button up here. There you go. And then once you want to finish the shape, you just connect your last dot to your first dot, draw it out. And now I have a shape in here, and you can see it's a little bit wonky, but don't worry, you can go in and edit it after by just double clicking on here. And now by playing in here, you can see all of the dots come up again along with the arc tool. So I can just play around in here until I'm happy with my shape altogether. You can also add new anchor points so that you can edit this further by just double clicking on a spot on the line. And now you'll see this new dot come up in which I can edit and play around with and change this up even more, but not quite big on this one. I'm just gonna play with my existing shape here, change around around some of the points here until this looks more like a shape that I would like. And then once you've fully drawn the outline on the side here, you can just go to color, open that, and now you can change the color of the brand new product you made, as well as changing the border to match so that it doesn't have an outline and it's a color all by itself, or I'm just gonna keep that black. So you can make a better line than I did, and you can make so many different shapes with this. This has been, again, the way in Illustrator that people draw brand new designs or shapes that they use in their designs. So this tool has been tried and tested and used by graphic designers out there. It's now just brought into Kittl. But what I really like to use this tool for is actually creating my own types of text. So what you can do in Kittl is if you select text, for example, you can't edit it right as text, but what you can do is quick export your text. You're gonna save it as a PNG file, and then you're gonna bring that back into your file. And now when it's brought back in as a PNG, you can vectorize it at the side here. So I'm gonna hit vectorize image. And now when I double click on this text, you are going to see all of the anchor points come up, and they're all going to be editable. So you are able to make super customized text. We can bring this out over here. Maybe I want some pointier edges on all of this. Maybe I want to extend this over here. I can add another anchor point to just change it over here. Maybe I want to drag it up even further. Maybe I want to connect it up to here. Maybe I want to change all of the sides here and make this more of a rounded design. Maybe instead I want to get creative and I want to grab this side over here. I'm going to go back to my shape tool. I'm going to select just the edge here, select both of these images, and I only want what's intersected. So now I'm able to pull this. I'm just going to delete these. You can do that by just selecting the points and then hitting the delete button. And now we're getting rid of the extra anchor points we don't need. And now I have this shape over here that I'm able to move. Let's change it over here. Maybe I want to add this in over here. Maybe I don't love the way that looks, but what I can do instead, if I don't like the way a certain thing looks, is just keep editing it and playing with the different anchor points until I'm happy with the result here. So again, I'm going to double click it. I'm going to add it to this design here on the E and make it fit a little bit better. And then maybe on the E here, I'm going to get rid of this anchor point and I'm going to match it to this one here. And I'm just, again, going to keep playing with these until they look a little bit more seamless. And then to make it all one image again, because right now we have two separate items, the text and that, I'm going to select both, and then we're going to use a shape builder and we're going to do union so that this is now all one shape together, and I can edit it as one by just going in here and deleting points as I need them, adding points as I need them. And if you need the grid to help you do this better, you can click on the menu bar up in the top left corner, go to view, and then turn on grid, and you can change the grid sizing as well just to help you get some things straight. If you bring in any type of shape as a PNG file and it's vectorized as well, you are able to just edit all of these points whenever you want so that any shape is really possible to make. So say for example, I want the ears to be longer here. I don't really like that, but maybe I wanted the tail to be longer, or I wanted the tail to be shorter. I can just start removing some points here and make it shorter. Maybe I want to add a point here and just stretch it out a little bit. Maybe I want to make this a silhouette. Maybe I'm making a cat logo and I want to draw a circle here. And then I'm just going to move this backwards by moving it backwards. I'm going to drag this guy out. And then using the shape builder tool, I'm going to minus the top. So now that I have this cat silhouette, which could look really good with a logo. So now with this custom pen tool and with a little bit of creativity, any type of shape is editable, creatable through using different cutouts. If you're able to really master the pen tool, if you want to start with basic shapes already and then use the pen tool to just edit them to fit your design better. If you really wanted perhaps this large funky star, you can change all the angles. And this is going to take a little bit of practice when playing with the pen tool, but is going to be so much fun. And now your designing is limitless. If you'd like to get started with Kittl for free, I have the link in the description, and let me know in the comments how you picture using this in your designs. Thank you guys, and I will see you next week.